You know, it's nothing to be scared of, afraid of, but you just gotta put two and two together. Don't be afraid to put two and two together, and then tell it to them in their face that y'all a fraud. I mean, it ain't really that hard to. It's really not that hard, to understand. I mean, brothers is debating. Like let's take Sinetta and all his debates. Then you got Young Pharaoh. See, Young Pharaoh, he got caught up with Polite. What I was reading to you from those redemption papers, Polite know about that. He know about the language on that, and that's how he suckered so many people into getting them to fill out these UCC forms, and they paying for that knowledge to him, and he was gonna send them they redemption papers. But when you study that, I don't know where he got his information from, but the information I got, it ain't for black people. It come out of Texas, the militia out of Texas, and they gave themselves sovereign citizens, different titles they gave themselves, but they trying to keep the old America, the old USA, the one that Washington hooked up, but that failed a long time ago. George Washington and the boys USA fell a long time ago, and we were slaves. So none of this never did apply to us. Our leaders, they wanted to mix with them. They wanted to integrate into this wicked system, so they could sit next to the Caucasoid, and it'll be all gravy. And they still doing it today, you know. And then when the coming of Master Farad came and started setting out that ancient history, the ancient knowledge, that ancient uh, wisdom, and that's when everybody else started researching, and archaeologists started researching, and but they didn't study the same books that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad studied, the Master Farad gave to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They had to study on the books that the white man let them look at. See, and that's how they ruling us. They ruling us on our ancient wisdom, but they flipping the script, or they turning it around. They using reverse psychology on us. They into human behavior, and uh, they've been experimenting on us physically and mentally for years. Now they got us to the point where we believe everything they say and do. And you don't know that you God. You were here before they was even on the planet. Your technology is natural. Their technology is unnatural. So now that the planet is going through changes, you can see that some unusual occurrences happening. Fires here, volcanoes there, earthquakes here, you know, etc. And ice melting, the glaciers are melting, you know. So you know, some of y'all are sensitive to it, but most of our brothers and sisters, they off into a la-la land. They don't know what's going on. But it's your job to wake them up. If, you know, you don't do the research, you know, turn them on to me, man. I got a whole bunch of knowledge, man. I've been doing that I got from John Boy Elijah Muhammad. I mean, all you really got to do is read and study the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his works. Message to the Black Man. Start off with that, Theology of Time and whatever. And but you need to study American, the Constitution and all like that. And when you really thoroughly study it, you'll see that we're not attached to it. You know, even though some of our educated Negroes want to attach us to the Constitution and attach us to the system, we not. They made us think that we was attached to it because we giving them our time and energy. You know, go back to my last videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. I done read several paragraphs of where we have been fooled and bamboozled by the Federal Reserve System. They're a foreign government occupying, or even took over the country, United States of America, turned it into a corporation, you know, and then set up security guards all over the joint, military regime, Natty over there trying to gangsterize the Middle East. And they did the same thing they did to the Indians, same kind of game did to the Indians, same kind of game they run on some of our African chiefs. They run the same game. They went over to Saudi Arabia, ran the same game up under them. See, people get drunk off of power. They get greedy, you know, and that's a weakness. So the devil know how to tempt them. Even though it's all in the Quran about the jinn and how the jinn work. It's all in the Bible about the devil, how the devil work. Y'all think it's really a spook thing, but it's the nature, the very nature of the unnatural, artificial man, and he trying to turn this whole planet into an artificial planet so he could survive. That's why he got them chemtrails out there. Man, I woke up, you know, like in Detroit right now, it's January. It's about 50, 60 degrees outside. And I got the window open. And I woke up one morning, maybe two mornings ago. They had chemtrails. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Chemtrails. Then it started raining to cool the temperature up. Now tomorrow, it's supposed to be, temperature supposed to drop, supposed to be an ice storm. You know, see, Mastermind Allah, born Mastermind Allah, he got a video on Sonetta's TV, and he breaking it down, you know, and I'm in agreement with the brother about the Sirius star system. And he told us he matched it up with the age of Aquarius. And he said that they're going to get ready to burn up. So he getting melanin from our people. When little black boys turn up missing, little black girls turn up missing, not only are they in the sex sex slaves, or what you call that, uh, what Epstein was doing, they are taking their melanin and their blood like vampires and making melanin pills out of it. And then they're turning into robots. They're trying to infuse themselves into an alloy that won't decay, but keep their same brain or mental status. So there's some deep stuff going on, man. And at the same time, they're expanding all over the globe, running the same con, a pyramid scheme. That's all it is. And if you was in the hood and a brother ran some con on you, get hip to him, you probably chop his tongue off, you know. But you so scared of the master doing it to you. You scared of him. You ain't gonna say nothing. So I'm telling you, man. I'm advocating, man. You know, we form some kind of organized. Don't pay no taxes or nothing. If we all do it at one time, just walk away from them. You know. See in the Bible. Come away from them. Step away. All you gotta do is quit buying anything that they got to sell and start doing for yourself, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, do. I'm gonna keep reading. I got a whole bunch of stuff, books this thick. I could go into Islamic law. I could go. I mean, I got enough material for the rest of your life that I could go into and show you how you've been deceived. See, that's the devil's nature. That's his thing, you know. He ain't nothing for him, and he think he doing right, cause he gotta live. He don't wanna die. He trying to stay on the planet. I am too, and I know y'all are too. Not that he can stay on the planet, but not at the expense of other people. You know, you can't have my blood. So you know, y'all better get on it, man. Time. You know, don't stand still for nobody. This is Black Light. They'll jump on this vibe. Stay alive.